I'm Rosalind Cross, and I have devoted much of my life to providing music and movement enrichment to families and children. I have a studio here in Greenville where families come each week to play and to connect. We also serve over 90 children a week at a child's haven for physically and sexually abused and neglected children. And I partner with community projects around the Greenville area to strengthen families. I've also been able to use music and ministry around the world.
Just a few weeks ago, I returned from my second trip to Ethiopia. I partner with Ebenezer Grace, and they run homes for special needs children, for orphans and displaced families, and for young men who have been diagnosed with AIDS. On this trip, two connections had a very large impact on me. And the first was with my little buddy, Nehemiah. Just 6 months before I came, Nehemiah was found in the market wandering around by himself. They estimate that he's about 3 years old, and it appeared that he had been on his own for quite a long time. When he was brought to Ebenezer, he didn't speak. No one knew if he could speak or what dialect he recognized. But when I got there 6 months later, he immediately attached himself to me and was there for the duration. He sang with me. If I sang a melody, he would copy me perfectly. And he was a little boy full of humor and affection and pretty mischievous. The other point of connection was with the caregivers. So our ministry was threefold. We wanted to love and connect with the children. We wanted to support the Ayelis, the family who founded and run the orphanage. And we really wanted to minister to the caregivers, those frontline caregivers who were feeding and bathing and clothing and doing all the caring. And then when it was time for us to go, they sobbed. I didn't realize until that moment how important our support and friendship was to them. And I was so glad that we took the time. But what I realized early on is that the people who need the most help are the least likely to get it. And I made it my goal to say yes and to meet that need whenever possible. God has given us all gifts that we can use. Really, all I did is show up and make music with children and spend time with people. What we need to do is just recognize the need and be willing to show up and to share and to love people exactly how and where they are. And it might not seem like a lot to us, but it can make all the difference to a person in need.